Gonna stand on the edge of the earth, be released and live in my rebirth. I'm gonna touch galaxies with my hands and watch as the possibilities they expand.
Alright. Hello, my name is Kira, and this is actually my first video. I'm gonna be talking about mental health and just natural ways to help with that. It might be a little awkward because I'm not used to talking in front of a camera yet, but we'll get there. Today, I'm gonna talk about depression. And it's something that not a lot of people talk about. People are scared to talk about it, but that's really not helping anybody. Like, it's something that needs to be talked about. It's something that needs to be learned about so we can help each other, because it's something very real, something that happens to people every single day of their life. So I also have a script because it's my first one and I don't want to mess up. There's just like a lot of different types of depression, but I'm just going to be talking about clinical depression. I'm going to give you some natural ways to help with it. So let's start out with what the actual definition of depression is. It is a disorder described by depressed moods, loss of interest in regular activities, causing impairment to your everyday life. Now, you're probably not going to relate to the technical definition, you may, but I'm just going to list a few symptoms that you may feel if you are depressed, or if someone around you is depressed, they may be showing these symptoms. A persistent feeling of sadness, just no hope, loss of interest in things you enjoy, changes of sleep, you either oversleep, undersleep, don't sleep at all, change in appetite, so you overeat, or you just don't eat at all, or you just don't eat enough. Changes in your energy levels, loss of concentration, changes in daily behavior, changes in self-esteem, thoughts of suicide, angry outbursts that can usually just be over very little things, just because people who are depressed can also be very irritable or frustrated. Slowed speaking or movements, a feeling of worthlessness or guilt. And then also sometimes you have some unexplained physical problems that come along with it. Now, all these symptoms, you could be experiencing all of these, but there are a few symptoms that, like teenagers and children, that are a little bit different. So I was going to list a few of those. In small children, you could see sadness, clinginess, aches and pains, irritable, they're worried, underweight, and they refuse to go to school. In teens, you could see symptoms like feeling worthless or negative, poor performance or attendance at school, feeling misunderstood, extremely sensitive, use of drugs or alcohol. They also oversleep or overeat, undersleep, undereat, and they also avoid social interactions. Also, a few symptoms for older folks, why did I just say that? Older people, like I would say seniors, maybe 55 plus. They have memory difficulties. That could also be related to other things, but it's just one of the symptoms for depression. Personality changes, aches and pains, fatigue, wanting to stay home. Also suicide in older men. You know, men are perceived to not have feelings. They're not supposed to have feelings. If they do have feelings, they're supposed to tough it out, and that's just not fair. We can't ask that of them. So those are symptoms of depression, all age ranges. Like, if you're experiencing something different than the symptoms I listed, that's fine. Everyone's depression is different. It's really never the same for anybody. Many people will get depression in their lifetime, and that's okay. You just have to realize it, and then you have to take control of the situation and take your life back. Now, we're going to move on to some treatments, some natural ways to help with depression, things like herbs, crystals, stuff like that. But first, I did want to say something about antidepressants. A lot of people use antidepressants, and that is completely fine. If it works for you, then it works for you, and that is awesome. I'm happy for you. But I've heard a lot of people say that antidepressants don't work for them, or they make them feel like nothing, like just numb. And some people also just don't believe in medicine for mental illness, and that's fine as well. So next, we're going to talk about therapy a little. It helps a lot of people. It works for a lot of people. I'm not really going to go into much detail, but there are 3 types of therapy for depression. One is cognitive behavioral, one's behavioral, and one is psychotherapy. If you feel like this may help you, please give it a shot. It's worth a try. If you want me to go into more detail about therapies that may help, I can, different time, just let me know. Some things that you can do for yourself. These are you going out and doing these things, or just, this is self-help right here. Get into a routine. So depression will drift you away from the structure in your life. Things you used to do, you're not going to do them anymore. So with this, to get into a routine, you need to be gentle with yourself, because it's something you haven't been used to in a while. Take it easy on yourself. Just don't be mean to yourself. Don't go too hard on yourself. Number 2, set goals. With this one, you should also start small and work your way up to bigger things. So something small you could do for yourself. Let's say you just clean your room every couple of days, and make sure to keep that into your routine, and that's your goal for the week. I'm gonna clean my room 3 times this week, or I'm gonna wash the dishes 3 times this week. Something simple. Number 3, it's a big one, exercise. When you exercise, your brain releases endorphins that make you naturally happy. It also has a lot of long-term benefits. With this, as well as all other practices, you should start small. So if you haven't been exercising at all, maybe just try to go for a walk 20 or 30 minutes a day for 3 to 4 days a week. Just start putting that into your routine. A lot of people like yoga. Yoga is good because it helps you be conscious of your breathing. It just helps you relax your mind. My personal experience, exercising helped me a lot. I definitely saw long-term benefits with that as well, but exercising is really good. It was a stepping stone in my life to happiness, and I really recommend this one. Number 4, eating healthy. This one's hard. Being depressed, it can make you overeat, it can make you undereat, it can make you eat bad things, because bad makes you feel good, taste good. It also will give you some long-term benefits as well. So there are actually some specific food types that are linked to helping with the symptoms of depression. Some of those, let's see, omega-3 fatty acids, which is fat from fish and flax seeds, and a supplement called the fish oil pill. Next, folic acid. So that's your leafy greens, avocados, rice, broccoli, pasta, bread, and others. Beta carotene, which is a lot of your fruits, apricots, cantaloupe, carrots, peaches, pumpkins, sweet potatoes. Can't forget the sweet potatoes. Vitamin C, found in blueberries, kiwi, grapefruit, oranges, peppers, tomatoes, and potatoes. Vitamin E is found in margarine, nuts, and different types of seeds. Protein-rich foods are also another good source. So that's like your chicken, your turkey, tuna. If you're trying to clear your mind, you should go for something like beans, peas, lean beef, soy products, yogurts. Also, another tip is just limit your sugary foods. That one's tough, especially for me. I love cake and cookies and love it. I love it. But this is something that definitely is worked up to as well. So eat a salad instead of a burger next time. Just something simple. Once you get the hang of this though, and once you start eating healthy, it's just becomes routine. Next, we're moving on to number 5, which is get enough sleep. This is something I still have trouble with to this day, but they say you should go to bed same time every night, wake up same time every morning, and this can be difficult, especially if you're working crazy schedules, 5 a.m. one day and then 10 a.m. the next day. You're gonna want to sleep in, obviously. They also say try not to nap. Naps are necessary sometimes, believe me, but I also sometimes when I do nap and I don't really need to nap, I can get down on myself, so I could see where they're coming from with that. Number 6, take on responsibilities. So just stay involved with things going on around you. Literally maintaining a lifestyle can counteract depression, and that's strong. That's cool. I think that's cool. But just stay involved. If your coworkers are doing something, do it with them, or something simple. Number 7, this is my favorite. It is challenge negative thoughts. You use your logic as a natural antidepressant. So when you're depressed, many thoughts can fill your mind, and they're usually not good ones. So my brain would tell me I hate myself, I'm worthless, stuff like that. So the opposite, just think about that. Ask yourself, is that true? Am I really ugly? Am I really worthless? And you'll be like, no, I'm not. What I also like to do is, if I'm feeling that, or when I was feeling like that, I hate myself. Instead, I would literally speak out loud and say I love myself. I would say the exact opposite of what my depression is telling me, and I cannot tell you how far that got me. Now, if I do have a negative thought creep up on me, I'm very good at challenging it and making myself believe that it's not true, and because it's not. But it is hard at first. You literally have to retrain your brain. I could talk about that all day. If you want me to talk about that all day, I will. Hit me up. Number 8. Wait, was that number 7? Yep, number 8. Do something new. Trying something new is a natural antidepressant because it alters the brain's dopamine levels. And that's your happy. And it'll make you feel pleasure and enjoyment. This is to be worked up to. But once you do get to it, you'll find it is truly satisfying. You'll probably enjoy yourself. And that's awesome. Alright, number 9. Try to have fun. So for someone that's depressed, it just sometimes seems like nothing can be fun anymore. So just try. That's all I'm asking, just try. Now, if you plan to do something, do it. Follow through with your plans. Even if you don't even have the best time, try again. You have to keep trying, or this is not going to work. And I know you want to give up. Don't do it. Keep going out. Keep trying. And then you will have fun. I promise. So those are just some things that you can help yourself with. Do yourself. Nothing involved. You don't have to buy anything. Now we're going to talk about crystals. The first crystal that can help you with depression is citrine. This one helps you by absorbing negative energy and helping you change into a positive mindset. Next is sunstone. It is a natural mood lifter. It is a gentle crystal that will give your body a lighter energy. Smoky quartz, I actually have this one. This is a teeny one, but can you even see it? Okay. This one absorbs negative energy and changes a negative thought pattern. For this stone, you should cleanse it frequently, though, because it absorbs a lot of energy. Next is rose quartz. Okay. This one brings comfort to people. It has a soothing and healing energy. It is especially good for your heart chakra. It helps you be gentle with yourself and develop self-love. Angel aura or opal aura, and this one is angel aura. Just holding this one will raise your vibrations instantly and has power to lift. It has power to lift dark moods and bring a sense of hope. Carnelian is a good one for anyone who lacks the will to go out and find positive change. It helps motivate and brings energy. It can also reduce anxiety, which comes alongside depression. Amethyst. Amethyst is a deeply cleansing stone, and it transmutes negative thoughts and negative energy into positive energy. This stone can help on a deeper level, especially with some emotional trauma or emotional pain. That one's good for your heart chakra too. Lepidolite. I don't have that one, but this one absorbs negative thoughts and works on your more obsessive negative thoughts. It also contains lithium, which stabilizes your mood, balances it, and that's also good for bipolar disorder. It also helps you speak your truth. Yeah, speak your truth. Tiger's eye. It lifts your vibration to more positive thinking. It is a protective stone and will protect your aura from other people, outside forces. So if you're going to be in a confrontational situation or going to be around a negative person, you should take it with you. Keep in mind that these stones take up to 2 weeks to match your energetic levels. You can carry these stones with you. Just physical touch is good for them. You can also just have them around the house. You can meditate with them, sleep with them, spend time with them. Yeah, that's it. I'm a little more comfortable now. Okay, now let's move on to herbs. Now, none of these herbs are FDA approved, and I wonder why. But there are some that could work for you. St. John's wort. St. John's wort can increase serotonin and will help with milder forms of depression. But this one could interact with other medications you may be taking, so you might want to check with a doctor or do your research about it. Saffron. It's a dry spice from a crocus flower, and it can help treat mild to moderate forms of depression. Lastly, zinc is a nutrient that's linked to mental functions such as learning and behavior. Low levels of zinc are associated with depression. So if you take 25 milligrams of zinc for 12 weeks, you can reduce the symptoms of depression. Other herbs that haven't really been researched with much correlation to depression but could possibly help are hawthorn, California poppy, lavender, chamomile, lemon balm, maypop, kava. Kava's a good one for anxiety. We'll talk about that in my next video. Okay, and valerian. I think I said that right. So you can usually find these in like oils, or you can get the actual herb. Oils, you can get them at like Earth Fair. Herbs, you could get them from like a metaphysical shop. Same with the crystals, you could get those from like a metaphysical shop. But do be sure to check with a doctor or do your research on these before using them, because they might mess with you a little bit, in a good way too though. Lastly, we're going to mention a few essential oils that could help with the symptoms of depression. We got lavender, bergamot. Google told me like 3 different ways to say that one, so I don't know how. Yuzu, rosado, Roman chamomile, geranium, sage, jasmine, rosemary, and that's all. These help by lifting your mood, help you sleep, and they just improve your overall quality of life. You use these essential oils in a diffuser in your home. You could also dilute them some and then just use them on your body. So all the things I mentioned in this video are going to vary from person to person. Just like your depression, it varies. It's not the same. So some of the stuff may work for you and some of the stuff may not work for you. That doesn't mean give up, just keep trying. I will say that depression, at least in my experience, it just makes you feel like you're stuck there, and you're definitely not stuck there. It can be your comfort zone or become your comfort zone, and that's not really good. It can be very easy for you to just stay there because that's just where you've been for so long. You don't really know much else. But I'll tell you from experience, it's better out here. I want you out here with me. Don't give up on yourself. One of my very favorite quotes is, growth is not linear. This one has helped me so much, because if you're trying any of these things I mentioned in the video, you just have to realize it's not linear. It may work for you for 2 weeks and then you get really sad and really depressed again. That's okay. Just get up the next day and decide that that's not it anymore. I just want everyone to have a happy life. I don't care what you've done, who you did it to. I don't care. Everyone deserves to be happy. We're not here for long. So thanks for watching my first YouTube video. It was a little weird and I kept looking at my screen, but I promise I'll be better next time. I think it's a pretty good first video. If you want me to cover anything, or you have any thoughts, any questions on this, please DM me, hit me up in the comments, let me know. I need some more ideas. I have plenty, but I want some more. I want to know what you guys think. So let me know, and let's start living our positive life today.